Now, the mortal remains of the 4 soldiers killed in action during last Thursday's terror attack in Rajouri are being flown home today. The army, meanwhile, has constituted an inquiry to actually find out the responsible people for the conduct of the operation, and after the video emerged showing innocent civilians being tortured in custody. In fact, sources have told NDTV the army has zero tolerance for violence against innocent civilians. Stern action will be taken against anyone involved in the torture of innocent civilians. Financial compensation from various agencies for the families of those killed is being given. And an inquiry is on presently, and officers in command may be asked to stand down until the results of the inquiry are actually over. Nazir Masoodi is tracking the latest developments for us. He joins us live at the moment. Nazir, as you've been reporting, this is the second visit of the Army Chief to Poonch and Rajouri in the last 7 months?
Yeah, exactly. And the Army Chief General Manoj Pandey has arrived in Rajouri to review the security situation after the recent attack on Army and its aftermath. So there are 2 important aspects. Number one, why there has been a spike in militancy over the last 2 years, which has been the biggest concern for the Army. And the attackers are not ordinary militants, which Army itself has said they are highly trained. For example, in last month's attack in Kalakot, Army's GOC of Northern Command said that these militants were trained in Afghanistan, Pakistan, and several other countries. They were battle-hardened militants. Same situation was in the recent encounter or attack on Thursday, in which 4 soldiers were killed, 3 others were injured, and militants managed to escape. So in almost most of these encounters we see, militants get away with after they carry out the attack. So that's how to deal with this, when the Army has also said that there are around 25 such foreign militants operating in the area, which was free from militancy for almost 18 years. Since 2021, we see militancy has resurfaced. Militants are carrying out attack with much more vengeance, inflicting casualties on the security forces. In this year only, since April this year, there have been around 20 casualties Army has suffered, including officers and special force personnel. Now, coming to this, what happened after this attack when the Army is engaged in the counter-militancy operation to track down the attackers for last 5 days. On Friday, several villagers were picked up by the Army for questioning. 3 of them died. They were found dead. Around a dozen are injured. They are shifted into hospital. They are being treated for their injuries. Officials say they are responding to treatment. Some of them have received very serious injuries. Families and the locals say they have been tortured. A video has surfaced, which is a very chilling video, which is seen as some people being tortured. Our Army sources say that it is a matter of investigation because we cannot verify the authenticity of that video, but the video is very, really horrifying. So that is why Army is saying that there is a zero tolerance for any human rights violation. An internal inquiry has been constituted by the Army to investigate what went wrong. Was the action to detain civilians was sanctioned by someone? Remember, in 2016 there was a raid by the Army in a place called Shar on the outskirts of Srinagar. Several people were injured. One teacher was killed because of the torture. Next morning, Army's senior commander, Northern Command Chief General Huda, that time came, addressed a press conference. He said that the action was not sanctioned. So Army has been saying, look, if something goes wrong, we will take action. And in this case, certain administrative and operational, corrective measures are being taken by the Army. And the visit of Army Chief General Manoj Pandey is clearly showing that how serious the Army is taking this issue, both the way militancy is spreading in this area and also to protect human rights in this region by the community, particularly Gujar tribal community, which has always supported the Army. And Army has acknowledged it publicly that this is the community which has helped us always. The members of these 3 members of this community dying in such circumstances is a huge challenge for the Army itself. Besides, it is sending a very, very horrible message in the community. So Army Chief, they are trying to, see what best can be done to deal with the situation, to fight militancy, because this area has a proximity with the line of control and it was peaceful area. And it was because of the peace in this area. In 2020, after Galwan incident in Ladakh, Army could move large number of troops from this area to Ladakh for the deployment. Now it is a challenge how to deal with the situation after the spike in militancy in this region.
As always, Nazir, thank you so much for taking us through all the details and contextualizing the Army Chief's visit. We will, of course, revert to you for regular updates.